It is clear now that there is crisis at Anfield. You'll agree with me that this is not the Liverpool that we are used to. This is not the Liverpool that won the league last season. This is a Liverpool that is now struggling to get results against smaller teams. And this is not right. So what is happening with Ancelotti at Liverpool? He came out after the Champions League match to say that now he is worried about being fired. Who wouldn't be with a result like this? Liverpool have lost 3 matches in a row, conceding 10 goals. This is a defense that was once praised as the best in the world. Konate and Virgil van Dijk were praised to be the best partnership in the world. When they won the league last season, there was this debate about if they are better than the likes of John Terry, Virgil van Dijk, if you remember that. These guys were praised. These guys were worshipped. You know, people panicked whenever they were playing against Liverpool. Now, the same squad, the same Liverpool squad, are struggling to get results home and away. And one would wonder, why are things becoming so bad at Liverpool? Why are things becoming so... To me, I think it is clear that the players are not happy with the coach. The players want the coach gone. There is something that he's doing that they're not happy with, because this is the same coach that came with the motivation in his first season. And he did wonders at Liverpool with the same players. Now Liverpool lost 9 matches in the last 12 games, making it the worst start for them since 1953. This is not the Liverpool that we know. There are things that are going on at Liverpool right now that, things off field that I believe are affecting the result of Liverpool on field. Liverpool losing a Champions League match at home to PSV Eindhoven 4-1. There's crisis. There is crisis at Liverpool. There's no 2 ways about it. And I just hope that the coach is going to be able to fix this. Because if not, I don't see him staying here till the end of the season. Because this is not a Liverpool that we know. This was an embarrassing result. 4-1 to PSV at Anfield. Anfield, that is a place a lot of people are afraid of going to. Liverpool are losing to PSV. And Salah is not stepping up anymore. So that is what I'm saying, that there is a problem. This is the same Salah that has been scoring a lot of goals every year in the Premier League. Now he is failing to do it for Liverpool. So there's something that is going on. Maybe the players are not happy with not that they're not happy, because last season he used the same system with them and he won with them and they were all excited. So what happened this season? In my experiences, I think the coach said something, or there is infighting that we don't know about, that is affecting them. And the sooner they take care of that, the better it will be for them to get positive results moving forward. So in the Champions League, during the week, Liverpool lost 4-1 against PSV at home. Anyway, in another match in the Champions League, this is another English team also that is struggling lately. Manchester City played at home against Bayer Leverkusen. And you agree with me? These results, if we are to predict them, a lot of people will predict Manchester City to beat a team like Bayer Leverkusen. Not saying that they're not a big team, but looking at City, who won the Champions League in recent times, winning the English Premier League and dominating in Europe, they've become a force to reckon with since Pep took over. But it seems also that what is happening at Liverpool is happening at Manchester City as well. Manchester City are losing it. Pep Guardiola has lost it, And there's something that I always say. If you look at the style of the likes of Pep, Ancelotti, Mikel Arteta, if you look at them, they want to have young players that they are in charge of. They'll be able to tell them what to do, control them. And as a result, they will get results with these young players. Pep built a solid team at Manchester City. in a long time, dominated in England, winning leagues, Champions League, cups and all that, you name it. But in recent times, he is trying to find his feet, which is not happening. So I think for me now, things are clearly falling apart at Manchester City because it seems the players are not listening to him anymore. And once that is taken away from a coach, it becomes difficult for that coach to get positive results. You can ask Jose Mourinho. When he was on fire, everybody, he had this motivation that kept a lot of players, fighting for him, getting positive results for him, but he got to a point where he lost it. And the players now started going against him. And he could not manage them anymore. And the results were not forthcoming. So Jose Mourinho, is now coaching Benfica. But what I'm saying here is that Pep is losing it at Manchester City. Things are not going well with Pep. And I think also that the league is also struggling in the league. And for him to lose at home to Bayer Leverkusen, it was a surprising result, for these two English teams, Liverpool and Manchester City. But this is why I love this beautiful game because, the results are actually what we look forward to, the surprises, and the glamour that comes with this beautiful game is something that I look forward to every week, because I want to be able to bring you these results and be able to, keep you informed so you don't miss a thing when it comes to these games. So Manchester City losing at home. Another team also that lost in the Champions League in the English Premier League is Tottenham Hotspur. But this one was expected, highly predicted, and there's no surprise here. Traveling to the defending champions, the PSG, it was obvious that they're not going to go there and get a positive result at home of a PSG. PSG beat Spurs 5-3. Yes, 5-3, and it was expected. So Vitia scored a hat-trick in that game, to condemn Spurs to a defeat. So to me, this one was not a surprise because Spurs playing against PSG away was highly predicted by a lot of us that the result indeed is going to go the way of the defending champions. All right, let's move into another match that took place in the Champions League. Real Madrid traveled away to Olympiacos in Greece, and who else to do it for Madrid than Mbappe? Mbappe is showing now that he is a replacement for Cristiano Ronaldo and Benzema. You cannot miss those players when you have Mbappe. They were fantastic players for Real Madrid. However, their time came and went. Now they have Mbappe, who is doing it. He scored 4 goals in that game. All the 4 goals were scored by him. 2 assists given to him by Vinicius Jr. So it seems there is a level of understanding between these players. Gula, Vinicius, Mbappe, young players. This is a young, solid team. And I'm not surprised with this result because Madrid, when it comes to Champions League, they're a different team entirely when it comes to the Champions League. They go into it with everything. That is why they are the leader of that competition. They're the champions. They have won it 15 times. Nobody else is close to Real Madrid. They own it. It is their competition. It is their birthright to always win it. So they're in it. They won. It was not a surprise at all. All right, moving into another match in the Champions League. And we are saving the best for last, right? There's a guy called Estaval, but we call him Estaval. That is how good this young star is. At the age of 18, he moved from Brazil to Chelsea, and he is already showing the signs of becoming a great player. He doesn't want Chelsea fans and the entire club to miss the likes of Eden Hazard. So he is doing it for Chelsea. He is mesmerizing a lot of people. At the moment, they played against Barcelona. And prior to this game, a lot of people were predicting that Barcelona is going to go there and just, eat Chelsea up. They're going to go there and show Chelsea without understanding that there is a history between these two clubs. Barcelona and Chelsea have been played a lot of times, even in the times of Ronaldo and Messi, when these guys were informed. Messi played against Chelsea In so many games, I've failed to score against Peter Cech when Peter Cech was the keeper of Chelsea. That to show you how tight the competition was between these two teams. Chelsea were always taking Barcelona out, and Barcelona were also taking Chelsea out. So whenever they are playing against each other, it was going to be a highly contested a game. So going into this game, a lot of us that already had the understanding of the head-to-head between the two of them, we knew it was going to be difficult, though majority of us did not predict Chelsea to win against Barcelona. But to the Chelsea faithfuls, they were hopeful that Chelsea are just going to perform a magic. And truly, when it comes to a cup competition, Chelsea is one team you don't write off. When it comes to playing against big teams, Chelsea is one team you do not write off. They are a team that will surprise you. They might be playing badly in the league or badly against smaller teams. But when it comes to big teams, they know how to step up. Chelsea always step up. And on this given day, they did not disappoint. Playing against Barcelona at Stamford Bridge, Barcelona got a red card. Chelsea took advantage of that, and they scored 3 goals. An own goal to Conde, Estaval, and Delap finally scored his goal. So it was just a beauty to watch how Chelsea dominated against Barcelona, winning them 3-0. Cucurella was just another player that, for me, he is world class. Playing against Yamal, he made sure that he pocketed Yamal. Yamal did not, make any attempt at all in that game. That shows that Enzo Maresca is doing something unique. Enzo Maresca, Mikel Arteta, these guys are carving a niche for themselves in the English Premier League and in the world of soccer, in the Champions League. So Enzo Maresca's ideas are finally paying off. Some of us did not believe in him. We did not believe in the things that he started implementing at Chelsea. He started slow and he was building. We did not see that. Nobody foresaw what is happening at Chelsea right now. That season, he won 2 trophies. And this season, he is looking like a team that is ready to at least qualify for Champions League next season. And also, they are in the Champions League. They won against Barcelona 3-0. They now have 10 points. They're in the 7th position in a group of 36 teams. Shows that they are a force to reckon with. So you write them off at your own risk. Chelsea are proving that they need to win it. And we don't want to put too much pressure on the youngsters. They're coming up, a solid young team that are getting experiences here and there. Enzo Fernandez is a leader. Reece James, a fantastic leader. Gusto, these players are, they are doing very well, and they are giving everything, sacrificing everything for their coach, which is a beautiful thing, because as a coach, you want to have players that are loyal to your ideas. If the players are loyal to your ideas, they'll be able to implement these ideas and you get positive results. And that is what we're seeing at Chelsea. Another team also in England that, to me, I've predicted it a lot of times, and I'm going to continue to say it, that Arsenal, for me this season, I just feel that they're going to be able to win everything this season. They are a solid team that has been coming close for a long, long time now. They came second twice, and every now and then people will complain, though, that Arsenal is a team that you will think they're going to win it. At the end of the day, they will capitulate. But I don't agree with that sentiment this season. Arsenal is a solid team that, to me, I am tipping to win everything this season. They are in Champions League. They played 5 matches, won all 5 matches. They have 15 points. They played against Bayern Munich at home. And going into this game, it was 2 teams that are in form playing against each other. Bayern Munich were next to Arsenal going into this game. Played 4, won 4. They had 12 points. Now going against Arsenal, Arsenal is showing now that there's so much depth now in that team. It is a team now you cannot write Arsenal off. Arsenal are on top of the Premier League with 6 points ahead of Chelsea. They are now the first on the log of 36 teams in the Champions League. You can't beat that. Arsenal are just too good this season. And what I'm liking about this Arsenal side now is that if you look at the likes of Martinelli, they will come from bench and they will hurt you. And another acquisition that they've made that I'm so excited for with is Eze. Eze is another solid addition to this squad. And he brought something unique. He brought something that a lot of players were not given to us now in the years past. You know, he came in with that zeal to win, that fearless spirit. When Eze is playing soccer, you can't help but love him. When Eze is playing, he's not afraid of anyone. He is just approaching it the way you say it. And he will be coming at you. And then that now is also lifting the spirit of the Arsenal players. And this is what you need in your team. If you make an addition to your team, make sure it is an addition that is going to add something that the players before don't have. A player who will come with that charisma, a player who will come with that eagerness to win. If you have that player in your team, believe you me, you're going to be able to do wonders. And that is what Eze brought to that team. So now Arsenal is a solid team. Playing against Bayern Munich, beating Bayern Munich 3-1 shows you that they're making a statement that we're not going to bottle this one this time around. We want to win it. And it will be a thing of joy to see Arsenal win it. I mean, I'm saying it as a football fan. I'm not saying it as an Arsenal fan. I don't support the team, but I support the ideas. And I support the fact that beautiful football won. And to me, that's excellent. I want to watch teams that are, performing on the highest level. I want competition. Competition is what I want to see. So when you play good, you give me something to talk about because I love this job. And the only way in which I will keep analyzing and bringing these solid ideas and information to you is if these teams are giving me something beautiful. And that is exactly what Arsenal is giving me. So I'm so impressed with the performance during the week against Bayern Munich. It is a statement that shouldn't be taken lightly by any team. All right, ladies and gentlemen, these are all the Champions League highlights that I have for you. Let's take a look at the matches that are going to be taking place this weekend that you should watch and not miss out. A Super Sunday is going to be a London derby. There's been a lot of conversations about who is, the king of London. Chelsea fans will say to you they are the kings because they've been winning in recent times. They won the Premier League 5 times, now. They won the Champions League twice, Europa twice, Conference, World Club Cup. So they have this bragging rights that they are the best in London. On the other side, Arsenal fans are saying we are the king because we have more trophies than Chelsea. But the Chelsea fans are saying, wait a minute, it's not about the number of trophies that you have. It is about the quality. It's not about the quantity, it is about the quality. If you have the Premier League, we also have Premier League. But we have things that you don't have. We have the Champions League, you don't have it. We have the World Club Cup, you don't have it. We have Europa, you don't have it. We have the Conference League, you don't have it. So these bragging rights is something that we are all looking forward to. And going into this game, this Super Sunday, where Chelsea will be at home at Stamford Bridge against Arsenal, it is going to be a difficult match for both teams. However, I personally going to predict that Arsenal will take this one, because of their form and because of the way they are playing. And they want to win the Premier League this season. The last time Arsenal won the Premier League was in 2004 with their invincible. They went 49 games unbeaten, and that has sort of given them also a bragging right, which they continue to say to a lot of people that the invincible, nobody will replicate that in the English Premier League. So they have that right over the Chelsea fans. But I love to see these controversial conversations that are going between these two teams because they are the two of the best teams in London. They have been winning. And for them to compete, it shows that the trophy in the English Premier League, if things continue to go the way they are going, the trophy will surely go to London. And one of these teams will win it. I don't tip Chelsea to win, but I tip Arsenal to win. And they are on the right path to winning it. So this is just a joy. And I hope that you'll be there to watch this game on Sunday between Arsenal and Chelsea. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a masterclass for the coaches. Who is going to be victorious? Who's going to come on top with the ideas? You can see Estava what he's doing at Chelsea. You can see what Eze and Co are doing at Arsenal. That is why they're on top of the league. So if Arsenal win this game, the league is as good as gone. They are going to win this. I'm saying it. They're going to win. If they win against Chelsea on Sunday, this would be over for a lot of people. But if they fail to win, they are still in it. They are still on top. But you will give other teams now hope that they can actually go ahead and catch you. So Arsenal, it is yours to lose. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of these short highlights with myself, Emmy Akura. I'll be coming back here on Monday with all the actions that are going to be taking place this weekend. And I hope and I'm praying also that you will have a fantastic weekend in His presence. Until I come your way again, as always, stay blessed.